where participants at the climate conference are calling for an urgent increase in private sector support for climate adaptation and mitigation in Africa. They regretted that the commitment by rich countries to provide $100 billion a year for climate finance in developing countries has not been fully met, and much more funding is needed to finance climate adaptation in the continent. They spoke at the side event dubbed the Climate Action Zone, hosted by Alliance for Science.
227 billion a year. We are a country of over we are a continent of over 1.3 billion people. We have 54 countries. 33 of these countries are LDCs, so we need a lot of money. Even the 100 billion that was promised and we are not getting is actually not sufficient. To deal with the challenge of climate change, we need at least $133 billion annually. So it's a big challenge. A large chunk of that money must come from the private sector. And that brings me to the conversation we are having today.
The private sector is the engine that will bring about that transformational shift that we need, the paradigm shift. And so a well-resourced, a well-capacitated private sector is so important for Africa to be able to build the better resilient infrastructure that we need to support our economies. And I think this is where the support that GCF is providing to private sector becomes very important.
Africa has two huge advantages in harnessing the technology that is needed, that is available now to help address the challenges of climate. Africa has people, a young, dynamic population, really keen to seize the future and seize the opportunities that are ahead. We've been hearing this morning about some of the many startups and companies that exist here in Kenya, all keen to play their part. I was talking just now to a university student who's keen to get involved. There's so much dynamism and opportunity here because technology, of course, is not just about machines and wires and connections. At heart, it's about people.